Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammadin kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. In yesterday's dars, Imam Sahib is saying that with reference to the Holy Quran, we presented some matters before everyone, because the three means of sources of guidance, as told to us by the Prophet Islam in his book, the Kashtiyanu or Noah's Ark, in that the first form of guidance provided to us is through the Holy Quran, the second is through the Sunnah, and the third is through the Hadith. So in acting in accordance with this instruction in the Jamaat, we have the Darsul Quran, and we act upon the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and also we present Dars of the Hadith as well, the traditions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Imam Sahib is saying in this regard, he feels that some aspects of what a Hadith is and how they came into being, and what sort of books of Hadith there are, and how it becomes a guidance for us, just as the Prophet Islam has said. So in this regard, Imam Sahib is saying that he made use of a book called Chalis Jawahir Pare, or 40 Gems of Traditions. So in this book, first of all, the word Hadith is explained, which is obviously an Arabic word, and its basic meaning and the fundamental meaning is something, a word or a matter which is not been mentioned before. It is completely new, or something that is expressed in a completely new manner. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ's sayings, this particular definition applies to them exactly, that he, for the sake of the Ummah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, forever he presented such new things and presented things in such a new manner, which have become a source of guidance for the people in the past and for us as well. And then also because the Holy Prophet ﷺ's words are filled with new forms of guidance, so this is why they were known as Hadith. And Imam Sahib is saying that it is also important to know that the Hadith is the name of those sayings that emanated from the blessed tongue of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, or that became an eyewitness account of his blessed life, and then his companions and other people after a few years, those matters, those statements the Holy Prophet ﷺ made, they were saved and recorded. So the people, the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ heard those things, and then other people heard it from them, and then other people heard it from them, and then eventually a compiler of Hadith would come and take that and make a note of it in one of the books of the traditions. In this regard, Imam Sahib is saying that people may not know how many books of traditions there are, but the fact of the matter is that the sayings of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the way that these statements, these sayings were compiled, then these were the books that these were compiled in. Of them, the most famous are 6 traditions, and out of these 2 are the most authentic, considered the most authentic. And the first of these is Sahih Bukhari, which has been written by Muhammad Ismail Bukhari. He compiled it, but all the statements in it are those of the Holy Prophet ﷺ from the beginning to the end. And this book of Imam Bukhari is supposed to be the most authentic of all the books of tradition that there are. and the personal character of Imam Bukhari is also regarded as the highest among all the other compilers. So this is why the Sahih Bukhari is regarded as the most authentic book after the Holy Quran, and the second most well-known book is that of Sahih Muslim, and this has been written by Imam Muslim, and he has compiled the traditions with much care. Both of these holy personages were extremely careful in compiling and taking the traditions from a particular person. If it was found that a person has lied in any matter, they would not take a tradition that is disclosed by, or that is reported by that person. They would reject that tradition and they would go to someone else of the same era, and they would try to get their their account. So Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari are the foremost books of tradition, and if there is a hadith which is found in both these books of tradition, then such traditions are known as muttafaq alayh. That means it is a hadith upon which both of the most authentic books agree. So the third famous book of traditions is called Jami Tirmizi, and the fourth is called Sunan Abu Dawood, and the fifth is Sunan Nasai, and the sixth is Sunan Ibn Majah. So these 6 books of traditions are usually regarded by scholars, etc., to be the most authentic books of traditions, and they are the highest and the most exalted, the most highly regarded of all the books of traditions, and these are the most famous and the highest in status of all the books of tradition. Imam Sahib is saying that there are actually, you could count thousands of such books, but these are the most highest regarded. And then the next question that comes up is, what are the different types of hadith? So in this regard, there are 3 types of traditions that are that we regard as hadith. The first are those types of hadith which are called hadith qawli, which means that some words of the Holy Prophet ﷺ or a statement of his is recorded. So a companion would have heard the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and he then conveys it to another person, and when one goes back, it would go to the Holy Prophet ﷺ that somebody says that he heard himself from those words from the blessed mouth of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. So, for example, then there are some other traditions which are known as Hadith Faili. So where it is mentioned that the Holy Prophet ﷺ acted in a particular manner, then those are called Hadith Faili. And so no words are mentioned, but his action is mentioned. Then there are the other type of hadith which are called Hadith Takriri. So in this type of hadith, it includes those matters which are done by someone, or some actions that are done by someone, or something that someone says, and the Holy Prophet ﷺ has not stopped that person from saying that, and he has not negated that action. So this means that he agreed with it, so it was worth following. So the word takrir in Arabic does not mean to make a speech, it means to keep something established. So this makes you understand that hadith takriri are those hadiths where the Holy Prophet ﷺ did not stop a word, some words or an action of companions, therefore regarding them as correct. So they are Hadith Takriri, and the next type of traditions is Hadith Qudsi. So those are those ahadiths which the Holy Prophet ﷺ was told directly by God. So the Holy Prophet ﷺ would have said that Allah has informed me of this, and so they are Allah's words, but these are not the words of Allah that are a part of the Holy Quran. Imam Sahib is saying that by the grace of God, there are many compilations of ahadith in the Jamaat Ahmadiyya. There are many books, but he said he mentioned 5 of them. The first such compilation is called Riyadul Salihin, and it has been translated into English by Hazrat Chaudhry Muhammad Zafrullah Khan Sahib by the name of Treasures of the Righteous. And the next is compiled by Hazrat Mian Bashir Ahmad Sahib, which is 40 gems, 40 Jawahir Pare. And the next is, the third book is Hadikatus Salihin, or the Garden of the Righteous, which has been compiled by another holy personage. And another one is written by Mir Muhammad Ishaq Sahib, in which 40 traditions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ has been mentioned. And then the Imam Sahib is saying that his father also compiled some Jalaluddin. Imam Sahib's father's name I missed. And so his book was called Nibrasul Mu'mineen. And Imam Sahib is saying that we should try to acquire these books, and we should try to spread them and tell people about them, and we should try to become cognizant with their contents, and one should try to benefit from them and spread them to others as well. May Allah enable us to benefit from the hadith of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Ameen, summa ameen.